Okay, so in my last video I brought up the review of the 5 gallon or my nano aquarium. And now the reason why I'm redoing this video is I feel like I didn't give you guys enough information about the nano aquarium. But first off, let's start with, for those of you that are new to the saltwater aquarium, this aquarium is actually what I would recommend for you guys to start with. Now the first thing that is recommended by pretty much everybody, especially those who have been in the hobby for a while, is cycling the tank. Now, personally, I don't do this. I agree with it, but I don't do this mainly because I've had a high success rate without cycling the tank or cycling the tank while with the fish introduced. Now, either way, if you don't want to add fish and just cycle your tank with the substrate laid out, that's fine. That's totally up to you. That's your tank. This is just my opinion. The next thing I do want to talk about is the pros and cons of having a nano aquarium as your starter saltwater aquarium. And with that, let's just start with the pros then. The pros is there's not too much maintenance, but as you'll find out, with saltwater, it's very different. Especially if you're transferring over from freshwater aquariums, which I did. Matter of fact, maybe I'll bring it up at a later date. Is how I got when I first got into saltwater. Actually bring up that in the story time coming up. But what I really do stress as a pro is that it's a smaller space and requires less maintenance. However, there is the con to it where when you introduce fish or when fish die, your ammonia levels will spike at a faster rate, being that it's in a confined space. Another pro is the fact that maybe if you're at a dorm, I don't know if they'll allow it, or if you have a desk at home, it's also one of those. It's also a tank that you really don't need a lot of space for. Whereas with the 55 that you see behind me, you need a lot of space. But with that being said, is you know I actually would recommend. I cannot stress the fact that a nano aquarium is by far the in my opinion, the best way to start. Not only and that which is leading into my next topic, or the not next topic, next point, which is the stocking of the tank. With the nano aquarium, you can't fit too much, but at the same time, it comes with an upside. The upside is the nano aquarium, as you'll see on other YouTube channels, is they have inverts or just small fish. That is that I can see as a complete plus, mainly on the invertebrates end, because inverts, especially hermit crabs, urchins, and I guess you could say some corals, because I personally haven't worked with corals, but from what I've heard, some are what's the word, resilient. But not only but the crabs. Let's just stick with crabs and urchins. One is they're tolerant, but two, they also provide you a service, and that is something you hear a lot coming from YouTubers that deal with saltwater, is the fact that they pick off your algae, and especially like I said, the low maintenance and the small space. So if you don't have time to if you don't you still gotta clean the glass, but if you don't have time to take out the rocks and stuff, that's also a food source. However, if you want, you can still feed them regular fish food. I mean, it's nice to mix up the diet because, eating algae and waste, it gets kind of boring for them. So, what I like to do is they'll eat anything. Actually, they'll really eat anything that you put in there. So what I actually like to feed is two things, which is the first one was actually for my freshwater tank. Is these sinking wafers. These are I would recommend this. They'll eat this. But also, I would actually recommend you get one of these, this crab cuisine, because it helps them regenerate their shell. And I actually would recommend this if you plan on, if you want your inverts to have that, let's just say a longer life, because as you know, if you're gonna put multiple inverts, they will, especially crabs I've had in the past, they're aggressive towards each other, and if that should happen, they'll either kill it or eat it, either or both in some cases. Now, in terms of fish, you could put fish. I would actually recommend uh, let's see. Some damsels are fragile, but one I would recommend, especially if you live in Hawaii and you go fishing a lot, is the black spot I believe it's the black spot sergeant or kupipi. I would recommend a small one of those. I wouldn't go with a small tang, because one is they're really hard to get to get them to. It's really difficult to get them to eat, and two is some of them they get big, so I wouldn't recommend that. Um, However, I will show you my nano, because this is also going to be an update video, but you could, in terms of in terms of filtration, if you get those nanos made by Topfin, especially the one I have, which is a Topfin Retreat, I would recommend you could use. I would actually use the built-in filter, but I also would recommend you buy a biofilter or sponge filter, as that'll add to the efforts of keeping your tank clean for longer. Um, but yeah, so the Topfin retail price for mines is about 70. Is 70, but on sale was 45, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, this is like a while back. It's actually kind of really convenient, the plugs, which I'll show when we actually take a look at the tank. It's actually convenient because some tanks require you to have like two separate plugs that go into a power strip. This one just uses one and has two points to connect, one for your light and one for the filter. And the light is, as you'll see, it's LEDs, and this one actually comes with the glass cover, so you don't have to worry about that. However, if you're gonna, if you have fish that will jump, or like crabs that are strong enough, however, I that shouldn't be a concern in this tank, because if they can reach the glass lid, then I would say that specimen is way too big for that tank, and I would recommend you actually using a bigger tank. So let's go take a look at the tank, and then. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention I'm shooting this with a slight code, so that sniffle you heard at the end, let's just say that was scripted. But anyways, as you can see, this is really, yeah, I guess you could say this is a good example of how you could stock a nano aquarium. As I said, you see, if I let's turn off the light. Let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah. So, yeah, this is, this light is, pretty much all you need for this tank. And oh yeah, like I said, remove this. These, as you can see, these, like I said, have 2 points right here where you connect. One is for your filter, one's for your light, and basically both of these just plug into just one outlet or one plug down there, and just, which is really convenient, especially if you don't have space on a power strip. This is one. This is actually a tank I would recommend. Now let's get into what's actually in the tank. Now, this one I picked. That fish you see back there I actually picked up from Coral Fish Hawaii. Big, it's $10, but it's called the Neon Velvet. I would actually recommend this in the early stages of its life, because these do get up to about 6 inches, so they get pretty big. But also a warning about these guys is watch what you pair with it, because these are known to be aggressive towards other tank mates. But yeah, so this is basically a good setup for it. You can see I have some stone crabs in here. Sarin shrimps. Yeah, these are called sarin shrimps, and then just more crabs. But these are the urchins. Right here, basically all these guys on the rocks will basically pick off your algae. Some have been they'll dig through the sand, as you can see. So if you're gonna put crabs, I would definitely recommend you get rocks like this so they can have a place to hide, but also have a deep substrate like this, just so they can, if they want, they can bury themselves. I think maybe we could get them. Maybe I can get a shot of them eating. Hopefully. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Pause it. Alright, so let's see. Here we go. Oh, there we go. There they go. Anybody gonna come up for that one? Oh, there he goes. Does he have one? Oh, nope, yep. Oh, does he have one? Hold on, let's zoom in. Can't we zoom in on him? Do you have... Wait, do you have... Oh, yeah, there he is. He has it. Whoa. Wait, hold on. Wait, there's supposed to be more in here. Oh, here comes the hermit crab. Whoa. They all smell food. Hold on, spilled food. Hold on. Let's try drop a few more just to see what happens. My nano is back. But that's what we want. Come on, guys, go get it. Oh, this guy knows where the food is. That guy's making his way downtown. Sorry, bad pun. I don't know what that guy's doing. Oh, I think he got one. No, he's digging through the sand, I think. Either that, he's trying to grab something down there. It's just his arms is too short. Wait. Oh, there we go. Come on. Nope, you almost had it. No, don't run away. Go grab the pellet. Go grab the pellet. Come on, grab the pellet. Come on, here it comes. Come on, grab the pellet. Grab the pellet. There you go. Almost there. Come on. There you go. You got it. There you go. Yeah, he's got it. Look at that. Just, can, yeah. Oh, we got it. Did he get it? Did he get it? Did he get it? And then, did he get it? Yep, he got it. Oh, he got it. Oh. Oh no. Come on, this guy's. This is the pig of my tank. Or is he cleaning this guy's shell? Is he cleaning the shell? Okay, hold on. This guy's really scaring me right now. This guy is really scaring me. I don't know if he's bothered. I don't know if he's picking on that guy. But yeah, at least they ate. Oh, yeah. And there is my anemone crab back there. So yeah, so until the next video, or actually leave a comment below, or leave what should I do next? Leave it in the comments below. And yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys a few more minutes to look at this. I know in my prior videos I've been like really fast when I show these tanks, so I'm gonna actually work on slowing it down and actually letting you guys look at the tank. And this isn't much a review, it's more of a educational video again, but it is a review nonetheless. It's just my version of it. Oh, is this guy getting ick, or is that just my camera? Oh no, he's okay. It's just my wait. It's probably just my brain going paranoid. And then let's see. Oh no, he's not getting ick. It's okay. It's good. Shoots. Got sea urchin. I think that by far is one of the biggest ones I've ever put in here. Everybody gets their share in here. Ooh. Everybody does. There we go. There you go. You can get it. Grab it. There you go. Yep, that's yours. I'm supposed to have two like that, actually. Hold on. See if I can show you this second. There he is back there. Being camera shy. As always. Alright. See you in the next video.